The following podcast is brought to you by Pizzot Productions. You're listening to the podcast that nobody listens to. With Kevin Porter.
What it is, ladies and gentlemen. What are you guys all up to, man? Welcome to an all-new episode of the podcast that I listen to. I am your host, Kevin Porter, and we are back today with an all-new episode of the podcast. Now, the goal going into this podcast was like, dude, we're going to rant and rave for however long we can sustain this on this podcast here today. So I hope you're in for a monologue, man. I didn't get to go to open mic last night. That sucked. Didn't get to go see Clint Eastwood Fistful of Dollars at the fucking Orion either. That fucking sucked. We had a bunch of stupid shit to get done at home. I say it like it's a burden. It's like, shit. Fucking sucked, dude. I wanted to I wasn't planning on going to open mic, so it's not like I don't know why I throw that in there. The whole plan last night was to go see that movie, but unfortunately that just, we ended up staying home and getting yard work done. And I guess that's just as exciting, but was it what I wanted to do on a Tuesday evening? Oh shit, we just gave away when we record this. It's a fucking Wednesday afternoon. Holy shit, guys. Released on a Wednesday, Thursday night, guys. What? So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this episode's going to be like, guys. So I forewarn you, it's going to be a little crazy. A little bit random, a little bit off topic. Sure, why not? I don't know. Oh man, feeling pretty good today. I'm feeling pretty good. You had 4 days off from work. That was pretty fucking sweet. Went by way too quick. Wish I could have taken a whole week, but it is what it is. And I still have days. We still have days, but we have to write it out, man. We have to write it out. I'm pretty stoned right now. Sure, smoking a little bit of weed here before recording. I only took one hit. I like to do that every once in a while. It's like, well, how good is this weed, huh? We're going to take one hit, figure out if it gets us high. Typically, it always does, man. I don't know why I overdo it. Take more than one hit. One hit. It's like, ooh, your ears. I'm sorry, man. I got these fucking headphones. Well, Jessica got these headphones, and I'm pretty sure she bought them off fucking Amazon. Only paid like $8, and it's like, you get what you fucking pay for. Been like wearing them all day. Like, first off, they connect to your Bluetooth. It's like they're corded, so it's like, why the fuck do you need to connect to the Bluetooth? And it's like, why do I have a headache now? I'm gonna throw those fucking headphones away. And then, you get interference. Like, you slightly move it, like disconnects. It's just like, this piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. Fucking shitty-ass Amazon headphones. Fucking piece of shit. Want to throw them away. Wish I could just, go up to Jeff Bezos and, fucking just toss them right in his face. Be like, fuck you, motherfucker. Fucking own, what? Own, a... Motherfucker owns a newspaper. It's like, why the fuck does that guy have a newspaper? I don't know, dude. Fuck all that shit. Football season's coming up. That's pretty exciting. I know a lot of people out there don't give a shit, but I do, to a point, I guess, kind of. I've been more into football in years past. I don't really feel like I'm that, I don't know. I watch every week. It's not like I don't want the Seahawks to win. It's just sometimes my fandom is just very low at this point. I don't know. I'm more excited about us getting a hockey team. It's like, literally, I feel like I want to get... I would get cable just to be able to watch hockey and not have to deal with fucking bullshit streaming or bullshit fucking, illegal streaming or any of that crap, and just be able to okay, I'm going to DVR this and I can come home and just watch it and I don't have to fucking worry about it. And that would be awesome. That would be so awesome. It's like, I would want to do that for the Mariners, but the Mariners aren't worth watching and haven't been worth watching for quite some time. It's like every year we have a brief period where there's hope, and then it's just dashed every fucking year. This year, at least, I'm at least a little happy, just in the sense that it took them 20 games to realize, 20, 30 games until they started bombing, and it was just like, all right, cool. Well, at least we got that whole hope thing out of the way at the beginning of the season, which it's not like they've said that, it's not like there was anticipation that we were going to do good this year. I mean, last year we had there was a lot of expectation, and they shit the beds. Was it last year or the year before? I think it may have been the year before, actually. Last year, what the fuck did we do last year? I don't know. I forget, dude. I've stopped paying attention. I mean, I don't know. I listen to sports radio in the morning. I do. That's pretty much it. You get all the headlines. I don't know. Fuck the Mariners, dude. It's like, watch. You're gonna be a fucking apologist when Mariners win the World Series in 2 years. But that's the whole idea right now. They're finally rebuilding the team and everything. So it's hopefully gonna happen. I mean, it's gonna take a complete overhaul. I don't know. I just and I think I don't know if I talked about this on the podcast or not, but I know I told Jessica this, but I think I'm officially done with baseball. I think I did talk about this. It feels like I did, but I just don't care. It's not that fucking fun of a game to watch on TV. I don't know. My dad always watched it, but then again, he was home all the time, and it's what else are you gonna do if you're fucking retired and you just sit around drinking all day? Well, it's yeah, I'm gonna watch some baseball at some point. Might as well, man. I need to fall asleep at some point, right? Might as well put on the Mariners. That was actually when they were doing good, though. That was 95, 96. Yeah, I think it was 96, 97. We had decent years. We had Buhner and Griffey and Edgar Martinez and A-Rod. We had him as a fucking rookie, dude. What a piece of shit that guy turned out to be. Fuck. Stupid ass fucking famous baseball players. Fucking trash in Seattle. He's gonna every single time he comes to Seattle, dude. He deserves to get booed. I know every time they came and played up until his retirement, did he retire a Yankee? I don't remember. I don't think so. Well, yeah, he did. Same with Jeter, right? They both retired as Yankees. This would be a perfect time to figure out exactly if I'm right or not. But you know what? I'm going to leave that to you, ladies and gentlemen. You can fucking pause the podcast and you can look up whether or not I'm telling the fucking truth. It's fuck you, Kevin Porter. I don't even fucking care. I'm just listening to this to get by during the day. I just gotta go to work for a little bit. I just gotta work and just like you do. You just go to work on a fucking weekend. Blah, blah, blah. Is that my impression of all you listeners out there? I think it was. You're motherfucker, I don't sound like that. It's shit. I don't know, guys. I'm totally stoked for something. I don't know. What are we stoked for? What are we stoked for right now? Watching way too much fucking wrestling. I need a fucking break, dude. Once I get done with that stupid wrestling podcast tomorrow, dude, it's going to be all right. I don't want to hear anything about professional wrestling until Monday. At least then I have to watch Raw. So I'm definitely not stoked on professional wrestling right now. I guess I am. I don't know. I got a new video game. Was it Neo? It's some Japanese sword fighting samurai game. It's fucking hard. The guy even said at GameStop, he's oh, it's fucking. I know I trash all the time on GameStop. You're fucking traitor. You went to GameStop. I was fuck, man. I went to our local game store, 1UP Game, shout out, but I didn't find anything I wanted. The game I went in there for Castlevania Bloodlines, at least to find out what they were selling it for. And then I get there and it's fucking sold. And it's that's fuck me for, waiting 2 months to go back. Shit, Kevin Porter, you fucking asshole. If you hadn't waited 2 months, maybe you can get it. I know. It's then you look online and it's I don't want to fucking risk. I mean, I guess the description on eBay tells you if it's an original one or not. But man, they have too many of those packaged video games out there that you can buy off the Chinese markets. It's you fucking pieces of shit. It's pieces of shit. Just pieces of shit. I don't know. They're not pieces of shit. They're talented motherfuckers. They know how to pirate stuff and sell it. I mean, if you were hey, Kevin, how do you make a fucking Sega game or reproduce a Sega game? It's I don't fucking know. So I give those people credit, I guess, in that sense. So I don't know, man. Pretty fucking boring day. It's been a good day. I've been in a good mood. Yesterday I was kind of all pissy. I think it's mainly because I didn't get to go see that fucking movie. I came out of it, though. It came out of it. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Thinking about going to open mic on Thursday. We don't have our kids this weekend. We didn't have our kids on Saturday either, so I don't know. We have fucking Thursday until Sunday. No kids. It's what? What are we going to do? What am I going to do for fucking 4 days or whatever without kids, man? I got to go to work Thursday. I got to go to work Friday, but then I got Saturday, Sunday off. We could do volunteer work, and that sucks. I don't want to do that volunteer. It's not, I don't know, fucking stupid shit. Like, you know, you pay for your kids to go to a school, and then they're like, oh yeah, but on top of that, you gotta volunteer. It's like, what motherfucker? It's like, if I had my kid going to a fucking private school or public school, I wouldn't have to fucking pay shit. I wouldn't have to volunteer for shit. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, I don't know, dude. It's fucking dumb. We gotta do that on Sunday. So we had to do it last year. They instituted it last year, so we'd have to go, like, I don't know. I'll be honest. Like, Jessica kind of handles all that shit. Like, I don't really, like, I go when I have to, but, like, for the most part, she's pretty active because of her whole, you know, thing is like, well, if we're gonna have to fucking do it, just get it done as quickly as possible. So they have, like, volunteer hours. She's like, basically, just get it done as quickly as possible, which I don't necessarily disagree with. I'm like, well, if we have to do it, then let's fucking do it. So I don't know. Jory's out of that school next year. That fucking kid's gonna be a freshman next year. What the fuck, dude? Not this year, but next year. Like he'll be turning 15 that next year, 2020, man. Holy shit, dude, that just makes me feel old. It's like, man, I remember my freshman year. When was that? 2000? The year 2000? Like, what? 20 years, man. What the fuck is that shit, dude? It does not feel like 20 years. Like, does it though feel like 20 years? I don't know. Kind of. Oh, the years kind of like, especially this decade, like, this is a decade, like, it's just kind of fucking smushed together. 2010 was fucked up. Like, 2010, beginning of this decade, right? Like, I should do like a decade end episode where I just, like, recount every single year and was an up year or down year. I would say 2010, 2011 were down years. 2012 was up on the upswing. That's when we started doing, like, better work, I should say, on Spin This, like, and we kind of got our I call it a skeleton crew, but, you know, the crew that I feel like if I were to tell you, hey, go watch Spin This with Kevin Porter, what am I going to tell you? Yeah, go watch from 2012 to 2014. Like, wasn't the show around since 2005? Yeah, but you just don't want to see that shit. And it's not even to say the shit between 12 and 14 was any good. I bet now, I haven't watched that shit in fucking years, but I bet if I went back now, I'd cringe like a motherfucker. Like, oh shit, dude. Oh, I probably would. I don't know, I was cringing my shit, dude, for the most part. It's like, you know, it's is it good? Is it not good? I don't know. He's like, you don't want to be an asshole. Like, my shit's great. I'm the best. Look at me, guys. Oh, I'm the funniest guy in the world. It's like, I don't like people like that. I don't like fucking people that are all just like, oh, look at me. And it's like, yeah, I want to look at you, but, you know, I don't need to hear about you. I don't know. Fuck. I remember we ran a contest back in the day. I think, you know, we ran a contest back in the day where, like, we're like, hey, this is like back in MySpace days. We're like, hey, if you can, like, count the amount of swear or fucks that we drop on this episode, like, we'll give you something. And I don't know. Nina gave us a number, and I mean, to be like honest, like, I don't think I actually went back and, like, verified that number. I don't think so. Maybe. No, we didn't do that. So, and to tell you the truth, I don't even think we gave her anything. I don't think we gave her anything. I think it was just kind of like, yeah, come party with us. Like, I party with you every weekend. It's like, yeah, just come party with us. Like, we'll buy beer this time. You know, like, we always bought beer. That's fucking 20s, man. That's crazy. Partying all the time. It's like, when I think about it now, it's like, man, that was pretty fucking irresponsible. Like, I don't know, like, you're a dumb 20-year-old. It's like, oh, like, what do you expect? Like, kids in their 20s, that's what you fucking do, right? Like, you had a kid and you partied all the time. It's like, yeah, every weekend we partied those first fucking 5 years, dude. Like, it wasn't until my late 20s was when I started to calm down. And even then it was like still doing stuff like once a week, going and getting, you know, drunk with Brandon and everybody and going to, like, trivia and shit. And, like, you know, there's still that. And then it just kind of, like, I don't know, kept that up for a while. And now it's like, just chill, you know, we just chill at home. You know, I don't know. I have fucking just as much fun now. I think I have more fun now. I don't know. It's like you spend a lot of time with yourself, I guess. And, like, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, it's kind of fun, being by yourself and, like, watching movies and playing video games. I mean, it can get boring, but it's fun. It's fun, though, I like peace and quiet. I like being able to chill like this. See, that's what it's like to hang out with me when I'm by myself. It's like, no, Kevin, you fucking talk to yourself all the time. I do, sometimes. Not all the time. Mainly in the car. I don't know. I think that's pretty fucking normal, though. It's like normalized now because you see people driving around and you see people driving around all the time and they're just talking. You don't know if they're hooked on Bluetooth. Most cars have Bluetooth now. At least people just assume you have Bluetooth, so you're not necessarily a crazy person, Crazy-ish. I don't know. Whoosh. Whoosh. That's where we take a break. Take a break right now. Yeah. You like that? You like that? Me too, man. I totally enjoy that music. Like, do I even take the time to add music to that spot? And we're like throwing this back together so quick that it's like ridiculous, the turnout time frame. It's like I could sit down for 20 minutes and I can record. I could be a different person for 20 minutes. I don't know. It's like the worst episode ever. Shit. This is what we did, though. I mean, this is how we started the podcast. You go back to episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and beyond. I don't even know what number was our first number that we had, like, somebody actually on the podcast. I think it was, like, 20-something. And, like, that's all we did, though. I just sat here and just talked shit, dude. And it's like, I don't know. I think we got better at this. I mean, shit, dude. Those first fucking episodes. Cringe. Talk about cringe-worthy. Every time I look at my fucking, numbers and shit, and I see somebody like listens to the very first episode, I'm like, what? You got better time? You got better things to do than listen to episode number 1, okay? It's like, hey, stay weekly. Let's listen to it as the episodes come out, but you don't need to listen to that back catalog, though. No, it's interesting. I don't know. Because everything's saved in my cloud or whatever. So like, I'll be at the gym and I'll have like, just on shuffle on songs and stuff. And then like every once in a while, a random like episode will pop up. It happened to me yesterday and it was like from November of last year. And I was like, let's just kind of listen to it. It's like, do I even remember recording this? It's like, I vaguely remember it. It's just like I have hundreds of hours now at this point of me on the internet, just talking shit, dude, being stupid as fuck. And it's kind of scary. I don't know. It's kind of scary to think that people could just like go back and like, you have all this, it's just like, again, like I can never run for office. There's no fucking way I could ever run for office. And it's like, I remember back in the day, like in my late 20s, I was like, yeah, eventually I'll run for office. I'll do that. Fuck yeah. It's just like, that was before I fucking started podcasting weekly. But even then you go back in my sketch comedy. I mean, it's like stupid shit, dude. It's just dick and fart jokes. That's all it was, basically, dick and fart jokes. And so, I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. We just like to hang out and chill, though, I suppose. I don't know. I like to chill. I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about. Running for office, like, who cares? Politics are fucking stupid. I'm so sick of politics. I don't even give a shit. Like, I don't know. I pay attention to a point, but I don't know, Donald Trump, fucking Joe Biden, like, I don't give a fuck, dude. And that's why we don't talk politics on this fucking podcast, like, ever. It's too decisive, man. Like, I want to just laugh, dude. I just want to laugh in life. And it's like, we all agree on some stuff, and we all disagree on some stuff. We can just get along better, learn to love each other. Like, hey, man, you do as you please, I do as I please. Like, hey, dude, none the better, right? Or we are none the better. You're better off that way? I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know, man. It's a crazy world that we live in these days. It's been crazy for a long time. I would argue every year is crazy going back to when we started counting years. There's always been shit going down. I don't know. Now that we have TVs and everything, people can communicate. I think it makes it to be a little bit crazier, I suppose. The communication is so fast. I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, I was probably part of that last generation where you were like, oh, yeah, that's not coming out for a year. That movie that you just saw in theaters, that's not coming out for a fucking year. I just went and saw Endgames in May. Okay? I just bought the Blu-ray yesterday. That's like what? Just a couple months? Like, the turnover rate is ridiculous in regards to technology and stuff. And it's like, I think I may have said it on something, but it's fucking aliens, dude. Like, I don't understand how we have this technology, man. It's like, how the fuck do you make a Sega game? I don't fucking know. How do you make a TV? I don't fucking know. You know, it's like, then you get actual smart people. It's like, well, Kevin, it's actually pretty fucking simple. It's like, yeah. That's why I should have gone to college. I should have done something with my fucking life. Instead of sitting in a fucking garage surrounded by fucking video game posters and movie posters and making dick and fart jokes into a fucking microphone, man. I mean, sure. Are we passing the time? Are we documenting the time? Yeah, we totally are. But is it worthy of my time? I don't know. That's a question. And it's like, well, okay. Let's assess this. Let's break this down. I mean, is this worthy of your time, Kevin Porter? Well, are you happy? Yes, I am very, very happy in life right now. Boom, right there. It's worth your time. I was like, shit. Why do I gotta prove myself wrong all these fucking times? I don't fucking know. I don't know, dude. I am just trying to pass time. Jessica just pulled up in her car, so I may have to press pause here in a moment. We're just going to try to keep this rolling here for the foreseeable moments. When I've been fucking on this VHS fucking craze, motherfuckers. I've been just crazily going along. I mean, like, it's great because you go to Goodwills. I mean, you're buying all this shit at thrift stores, dude. I'm buying all this shit at thrift stores. It's $1, dude. Like, I literally got the Godfather trilogy double tape box set edition, and they charged me $1. I told them to charge me $6 because there's 6 videotapes within this transaction, and it's like, well, $1 a tape. Here you go, $6. No, the guy was super fucking cool and totally was able to hook me up for $1. Just because everything came in one box set. That felt like 3 seconds. That was like 1, 2, 3. But we're back. I'm back, dude. But like actual like substantial amount of time has passed since I last recorded. Like 5 minutes. I went and talked to Jessica and I held my kitty cat for a little bit. It was such a cute fucking kitty. Stanley the kitty cat. I love that cat so much. So fucking much. Yeah, I got back to the VHS collection. I don't know, dude. I'm stoked on movies, dude. Like, I don't know, like I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, I just find myself very happy when I think about watching VHS movies. Like, there's just something nostalgic as shit about it, dude. Like, I went and found fucking people on Instagram today that feature their VHS collection. I was like, I should start doing that. I should start just posting up pictures of the movies that I got. It's like, that's what we're going to start doing, man. I mean, I posted like one here a couple weeks ago, and it got a pretty decent reaction, it felt like. I think people like seeing that shit. I mean, especially, you know, people our age. I mean, well, our age. I assume you're my age. Fuck, you're like, yeah, I was born in 1999. I'm only 20 years old, man. It's like, damn, dude, you been smoking since you were fucking 12? Sound like a fucking cancer patient. Shit. Yeah, so, I've been drinking beer since I was 11. So, I don't know, dude. It's just cool shit, because it's like treasure hunting. It's like, it's fun as shit, just because you go to fucking thrift stores, and it's like, you don't know what you're going to find. You don't know what you're going to fucking find. And these people hook you up, dude. Like, I got like, and then this last week was pretty cool because it was like all like classic movies. I went to the one out in fucking Sela, breakdown country, Liberty, Washington. And like, I went out to the Goodwill out there, and yeah, dude, I got a whole shit ton of classic movies. I got like Gone with the Wind, Ben-Hur, 10 Commandments, The Sound of Music, which is fucked because just a couple days later, because I got the two tape edition of Sound of Music. And then like 2 days later, I go to another Goodwill here in town, and they had The Sound of Music on just like a single tape edition. I was like, motherfucker! It's like, I don't know. I think it's kind of cool having the 2 tape edition. I don't know. So, whatever. So that's what's going on with me and a VHS tape collection. So started watching Conan the Destroyer, even though people make fun of me for liking that movie. What do you mean you like the Destroyer? It's all about Conan the Barbarian, you fucking moron. You chump change. Chump change Kevin Porter, that's what we're going to start calling you, bitch. So, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It's not as violent as the first one. But it's still fun. I don't know. I've been thinking about, like, throwing that in the name as, like, you know, when it's my pick to do the In the Mouth of Madness podcast. Because each month that we record, we've just decided at this point, instead of just, like, you know, speaking. I mean, because it's not like we ever argued over what movies we're going to cover. I mean, pretty much anytime anybody suggests something, it's like, yeah, let's fucking do it. But now it's just like, okay, well, you know, you pick 2 movies for this month, I pick 2 movies next month, and then so on and so forth. So my is coming up here, not this month. We already did this month. We already recorded. So next month is not my month, but the following month, so October. So I'm honestly, this is just a little bit of a preview of you listening right now, possibly going with the Conan the Barbarian and the Destroyer for the month. I guess it fucking won't even release till like mid-October. So yeah, I mean, it's a bi-monthly podcast. I just found that out too. I was calling it a bi-weekly podcast, but that's twice a week. I figured that out, or I heard that on another podcast. They were like, no, we release it bi-monthly. And they're like, oh, well, it's bi-monthly. That's every other week. And it's like, oh, okay. I've been calling it bi-weekly. So I updated that. If you're looking at our description on iTunes or any of those fucking places. Fucking yeah, dude. Totally goats my totes, goats my goats. How do people say that? It's like totes my goats. I always like that. I always thought that sounded kind of cool. It's like totes my goats. It's like, what? Goats? Did you ever drink goat milk, bro? No, I don't think I have. I've been drinking almond milk lately because Jameson, he's like allergic. We did this like allergy test on him, and he's allergic to like dairy and fucking gluten apparently. Fuck, dude. It sounds like shit when you do that, Kevin Porter. Like, way to save the podcast. Like, you just lost 3 listeners right there. Just hands down. It's like, oh, yeah, I listened up until he cleared his fucking throat like a jerk. Shit. It's called the mute button. I have the mute button, but then you hear this. Hear that? That's bullshit. I don't like that. It's like, can we not do this without the click? It's like, fuck you, Yeti, you fucking piece of shit. Paid how much money for you, and that's the kind of shit I get? Fuck. So, yeah. What the fuck? Well, yeah, Jameson, yeah, so yeah, he's, he can't have dairy, and he can't have gluten, so the gluten's not as bad as the dairy, so it's the dairy we're really trying to stay away from. Like, we're trying to curb the gluten and shit, but that's fucking hard, dude, because gluten's in fucking everything. And dairy's hard, which I don't know. Like, it's not that hard because I have been drinking almond milk for quite some time. I go back and forth just between it. And lately I've just been like, yesterday I went to the store to get salad makings. It's like, oh, did you just drop the name salad just to be like, oh, look at you, you're eating all healthy and shit? It's like, fuck you. Fuck you, Kevin Porter. And so I thought about getting... I was gonna get some like half and half or like get some sort of creamer or whatever, but then I stopped because I have been lately is getting creamer as well. But I stopped myself. I was like, we got almond milk. There's no reason to have dairy in the house, like, at least for the time being or so. So I don't know. I have been trying to eat better. Speaking of dropping the word salad, the name salad, motherfucker. My name's Salad. I got a tomato salad. So I don't know. This is like, and it's literally just yesterday. I was like, I got on the scale. I was like, fuck. Like, oh shit, dude. Like, I'm not. It's just to the point where it's just like I have to fucking curb this shit, dude. So I'm having to use all my fucking willpower and just not eat late at night and not eat shit anymore. At least go 80-20. If I can eat good 80% of the time and then 20% of the time. Just kind of, go off the rails a little bit. I mean, like, and just like, eat what you want. And sorry, I apologize, guys. It's like fucking hot in this room, and it's like I'm drying up in here. And then, so yeah, and just really try to stay consistent in regards to my exercise and everything, like, and which I have been doing good on exercise, but like my diet has just been garbage, as I alluded on last week's podcast. Like, it's just been like just eating whatever, dude, like ice cream, fucking fried food, just going off the rails. I feel like I've been doing it though for like the last like 8 months, dude. And it's just like, it's slowly creeping up, dude. Like, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there in terms of like the weight and everything. So it's just like, oh, motherfucker. Like, I don't want to fucking get fat again. And it's like, I have to stop. Like, I have to at least get my shit under control, if anything, dude. And it's totally sustainable, dude. Like, I just need to get back in the habit of, some fucking meat, a meat, and then fucking vegetables like that, and just stay away from fucking, carbs and all that crap, dude, during the middle of the week, and like, or during the week, I should say, and then, on the weekends, like, you go out to eat and have something, decent. I don't know, dude, like, have that fucking hamburger and french fries, like, I don't know, I'm addicted, motherfuckers, like, I admit it, I'm fully addicted to the shit foods, dude, and I let myself fall back into that fucking, I let myself fall back into that routine of just eating shit, and especially this last week, dude. It's like I literally got sick just because I was not, like, I hadn't touched a vegetable in like a decent amount of time. It's like I was just eating out like basically every night, and then I was just snacking on crap shit all the fucking time, dude. And it's just like, yeah, you kind of gotta stop that. That's how we got ourselves in this mess in the first place, like, given, yeah, we're not smoking cigarettes this time around, but like we can't just be eating like shit all the time. So, today, ate a really nice salad, had some chicken, just keeping it very minimal for lunch and whatnot. And it's like, okay, all right, we can do this. And, putting it out there in the universe, like, on this podcast, I like to think that helps. Not every single week. It's like some weeks I'm like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It's like, the next week. But I like to think, though, I would say 85% of the time I commit to what I say on this fucking podcast. But probably a little bit more. I don't know. I'm pretty decent about committing myself. But it's like, I don't know. Tonight, like, after I get done recording this, I'm going to go see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Finally. And, it's like, do I get popcorn? Do I not get popcorn? It's like, oh, just get popcorn and get some water. It's like, probably. But do I need it? No, probably not. So I should probably just fucking avoid it, pay for my ticket, and just go watch the fucking movie, dude. But it's just like, I have a problem. When I get stoned, I get hungry. And it's not necessarily hungry. It's not like physically I'm hungry. Like, it's more like, no, you're just high and you want to fucking shove shit in your fat fucking face. Stupid fucking Kevin Porter, knock it off. And it's just like, again, willpower just has to come into effect, and boom, cut it off. Just grab it by the neck and blah, blah, blah. Choke it out, just get rid of it and stuff. So I just have to focus on that and just be better. Just be better, Kevin. So I don't know, guys. Is this the end of the podcast? I don't know. Maybe we'll keep on going. I mean, all you gotta do is look at the fucking time on your phone. You're gonna see in my future tense, technically, how long we went. It'll be past tense for me at that point. But what? Oh my god! Fucking Back to the Future, baby. Back to the Future, baby. Fuck. I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I don't know if I'm gonna make it this week on fucking, getting the fucking open mic this week. I don't know. It's like, oh, you just had so much momentum last week, Kevin. You could have just, done better this week and, tried to make it to open mic, but, you just didn't. So it's just like, well, just do what you want to do, Kevin Porter. I mean, you could just go hang out by yourself in your room and just watch our little VHS tapes. Sure can. I don't know. It's just like I said, dude, starting tomorrow, we, don't have kids. So it's like for the week. And so it's kind of like, I don't know, we'll probably go out and have dinner. It's like, we could easily. I mean, Jessica could come. She even said she'd come. But it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like, I don't mind having her there. It's just like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. I kind of like using that as like my time to go hang out with my friends. It's just, I gotta go just smoke a shit ton of fucking weed and hang out with fucking Jaime and Mark and like, fucking, Jack and Parker and shit, dude. And it's like Brandon, hanging out with those cool dudes. And, I don't know. To me, it's like, I don't know. That was always kind of mine and Brandon's rule when we started doing open mic here this like last year or whatever it was. Oh yeah, about a year and a half maybe. Yeah, about a year and a half, whatever. It's kind of like this is bro time. Like, let's just go hang out, And it's, I don't know. I don't want the added fucking pressure of her being in the fucking audience. And it's like, it's not to say it really is that pressure. I mean, like, she's seen me go up before, but it's like, it's been a long fucking time, and I'm pretty sure I bomb heavily more than I would usually if I had people in the audience that I know were there to see me. It's just kind of a mind fuck, I guess. I don't know. Can you get over it? Yeah, I can get over it. And if we end up there tomorrow night, probably. But it's like, I don't know. I only wrote one new little bit this week. I don't want to go up there and just rehash all my shit. Like, maybe we'll just give it a week. I don't know. I just feel bad because it's just like, here we are. Like, let's hustle. But then, we don't do anything this week. So it's like coming off the whatever momentum we built up last week is just floundered now. So, but at the same time, though, it is what it is. And again, this isn't going to pay my bills in 10 fucking years. I mean, I wish I could. I wish we could just fucking hustle. It's like, I tell people, it's like, man, it's envious. The only thing I'm envious of other people is like, the time that they have to devote to the shit that they could be doing. That's what my thing is. It's like, damn, when you have kids, man, you'll understand, dude. And it's not to say, again, like, my kids are like, it's again, I'm not talking shit about my kids right now, but it's just, like, you imagine yourself as a single person. It's like, damn, dude, like, I would be hustling. I'd be fucking hustling, I don't know. I always joke around with Jessica about that. I was like, yeah, if anything ever did happen, like, I would just not have a girlfriend for years, dude, because I would go on the fucking road, dude. Kids are grown up. Like, what else am I going to do? Like, that's kind of the thing in my head. It's like, damn, dude, kids are grown up, going to college, doing their thing. Like, why can't I go on the road? I don't know. That's kind of my thing. So it's like, I'm eyeing the back end of, when my kids are graduating high school. Jory's like fucking freshman year next year. It's crazy. Fucking crazy, dude. And then, Jameson's, 10, less than 10 years at this point, just about. And it's cool, dude. I mean, I'm enjoying the shit out of, my kids and everything and doing it, but it's just, I don't know. It's the only time I would ever want that is to pursue a stand-up comedy career. Cause it's like, now I feel like I have way more. I wish I would have this knowledge like 10 years ago when I first fucking, started doing stand-up. It was like, I wish I would have had the work ethic that I have now. It's like, trying to say, oh, well, you didn't even go to open mic this week. Does that mean you have work ethic? It's like, I don't know. I feel like I'm more aware. Like, I don't know. Cause nobody's like, I went up there, I do the same material every week, hosting. And it's like, no one told me that I did, no one's like, I don't know. Like, I mean, should I have known? I don't know. It's like I knew. I don't know. I'm making fucking excuses, dude. I fucking knew. I don't know. Like, I was just lazy about it. I was just fucking lazy, and I just rested on the same fucking material week in, week out. And it's like I'm doing the same thing now, but like I do try to include every time I go up at least something new, or at least obviously in a revamped order or some shit. Like, I don't know. And again, like I hate the fact I do. Also hate the idea that, you have to have, brand new 5 minutes every time you go up. It's like, well, how am I supposed to get better at doing these jokes? Presumably, it's not always going to be 100% the same fucking people in the crowd. You do a fucking open mic. Okay, there's always going to be new fucking people there. So why can't I go up there? Again, don't do it in the same fucking order. But why can't I go up there and do like, I have this I need to work on. Boom, boom, boom. And it's like, why not? And again, like, I don't think anybody's really out there saying, you can't do that. But I do agree, though. Like, I have learned, from being a stupid fucking kid in my 20s, what you need to do in order to succeed. It's like, I know what needs to be done to succeed in this shit, dude. But it's like, do I have the time to just fucking hit the road and just go gig after gig after gig and just doing it and just fucking killing it, dude? Like, because that's the only way you get better. It's the only fucking way you get better is practice, doing it, getting in front of a crowd, writing. Because, like, I find now, like, last week, dude, I was, like, once I was kind of in that mode and I was like, okay, I got another show, I felt like I was, like, able to be a little bit more creative in my head. I don't know. This, like, last week, I only really wrote down, like, one idea. But, again, I'm not focusing on comedy. So it's, like, but when I'm focusing on comedy, I feel like the shit comes, like, fucking naturally, It's, like, you're able to write down those concepts. And it's, like, I'm slowly, like, figuring it out. I don't know. And again, like, all I have are, for the most part, just a couple one-liner shit, And like, but for now, that's where I'm at in my joke skills. If I'm able to keep doing it, I'm going to get better. I'm going to get fucking better. So, I don't know. Practice makes perfect, motherfuckers. So, with that being said, I guess can we wrap up this podcast? I don't know what else to talk about, guys. That was kind of my last hoorah. So, we got a little bit of a shortened episode this week. Definitely thank you guys for taking the time to listen. It's not easy listening to me. I would imagine so. I can only imagine listening to these and just... So Kevin, stop being so fucking hard on yourself. Like, self-deprecating, yes, but don't go overboard with it. It's like, all right, okay. All right, guys, I know I have the best podcast in the world. You're listening. I have millions of listeners. One day I'll have millions of listeners. Like, fuck, dude. I know, it's like in order to actually like feasibly sell advertising on this, you have so fucking far to go, dude. It's ridiculous. But hey, maybe in year 20 of this podcast, we'll get this shit off the ground. So, all right, guys, that's it for this podcast. If you haven't checked us out, check out In the Mouth of Madness. This week we dropped our first episode within the Death Wish trilogy. So it's the original Death Wish starring Charles Bronson. So definitely, if you have the means to watch that movie, I highly suggest syncing up our fucking podcast and listening and watching that movie, because it's a fucking damn good movie, and you should. And if you don't own it, fucking tell Jeff Bezos to fucking send you one, dude. Fucking order it off Amazon. I don't fucking know. Maybe you can go to your Goodwill and find it on VHS. Hey, if you do, fucking I'll buy that one from you, because I totally need a copy of that on fucking VHS. So, and yeah, dude, as always, check us out tomorrow on the Totally Necessary Wrestling Podcast, where, well, guess what? Surprisingly, guess what? We're going to talk professional wrestling. So until then, I'm Kevin Porter. You guys have a great rest of your day. And remember, always have fun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, peace.
This podcast has been brought to you by Pizza Productions.